Hello, my wolves and witches. Welcome to the Luna Wolf Woods of Wisdom. If you're new, thanks for joining. Please do hit the subscribe and the notification button so that you know when new videos are coming out. I do appreciate your support. It's a lot of work to do a channel, and I think last year I got a little bit discouraged with the number of viewers on my channel, the number of subscribers. So I wasn't sure it's even worthwhile putting in the effort to continue based on the numbers. However, I will continue to plug away at it, and maybe I'll do another video asking for suggestions of what you would like to see in 2023. I'm always open to new ideas. And so first of all, as I was putting together the list of the top 10 Oracle and Tarot decks for 2022, what I realized was I have a lot of decks, and I purchased quite a few decks in 2022, a lot more than I planned. Around this time, back in January of last year, I said to myself that I was going to go easy on the deck collecting and really be much pickier about the decks that I purchase. And I definitely am picky, but there's a lot of really good decks out there, and it's very tempting when you see them on other people's channels. It's tempting to get them, and you get excited for a deck to bring it home and to use it. So in a way, it's good that I had a hard time narrowing down my list to 10 because it shows that there was a lot of good decks that came out this year. So the criteria I used was it must have been published in 2022, and I must have purchased it in 2022. At the same time, the decks that I'm going to show you are decks that I would also like to use more of in 2023. So I might possibly do another video about decks that I would like to use in 2023, but you could take this list as the top 10 of 2022 as well as decks that I would like to use in 2023. Out of the 10 on the list, currently there's only 2 decks that I have used already. So I know what you're thinking. How can she recommend these decks if she hasn't used them? However, I have opened them up. I have looked at the artwork. I have looked at the guidebook, and I do like the art on these decks. I do think the guidebook was very well written, informative, and has a lot to offer. So I would feel confident recommending these decks to other people. And the decks on the list are not just dark decks, but a mix of light and dark that you could use throughout the year, with the exception of one deck that is a seasonal deck specifically for the Halloween or Samhain season. All right, so let's get to it. So top 10 of 2022, and these were Tarot and Oracle. So number 10 on my list is the Oracle of Light and Dreams. So there's what the box looks like. So I haven't seen this deck on too many other channels, which is one of the reasons I picked it. I'll show you some of the cards. So this is a lighter deck. It's got a very light fairy vibe to it. I'll just show you some of the cards because I don't want this video to be too long. So yeah, lots of fairies, and it's also got a very youthful, fresh spring, summer vibe to it. So I think the artwork is amazing. There's a card for Halloween. There's another card for the winter. So yeah, it is diverse, but overall I would say it's mostly got a vibe of spring and summer. So that's one of the top 10, and also another one that I'm looking forward to using in 2023. And moving on here. So number 9 on my list is the Trick or Treat Tarot, and it's by Barbara Moore. illustrated by Jonathan Hunt. So I have already done a reveal on my channel, so therefore I'm not going to open up the box. You can go and check that out if you want to see what the cards are like. However, one of the reasons I chose this is I have used it. I really like how the guidebook was written. I really like Barbara Moore's style, and the artwork is amazing. And what I really like about this deck is that it's very lighthearted, and it brings back some great nostalgic memories from my childhood and when I was a teenager going trick-or-treating. There are some cards that are unexpected, so I really love this deck. I love the sense of humor and the way it was done. And moving on, so number 8 on my list is the Compendium of Witches Oracle. Now, you're going to notice that there's quite a few decks here that I'm going to be showing you that I have not yet done a reveal of on my channel. That's because I did purchase a lot of decks in 2022, and because I've been so busy this fall, I haven't had time to be doing the reveals. However, I will do that as time allows. So I really like this particular deck because it's quite different. I'll just get it open here. So I found it's a really high quality deck. The artwork is amazing. I'll just show you some of the cards. There's the backing. And so quality of the artwork combined with the quality of the, oops, there's some cards upside down here. Combined with the quality of the guidebook and the unique theme of this deck. You know, it's got pictures depicted of women from various time periods in history who were witches, who practiced magic, who are well known. And then there's another half of the deck that has tools. Love this card. Has tools that you can use. So the two halves of the deck can be used together. So I thought it's a really unique concept. I love the artwork. The guidebook is amazing. And so it's definitely on my top 10 list. And moving on. So next on my list is number 7 is Barbieri's Night Fairies Oracle. So this has been featured on quite a few other channels. It's just got amazing artwork as you would expect from this artist. I love the backings. I'll just show you a few cards in case you haven't seen this already. So this is one of those decks that I haven't actually started using yet. However, I'm really looking forward to it. And you can't go wrong with this artist. There's not a ton of cards in this deck, but I find with this particular artist, it seems like that's how it is. You don't get a lot of cards, but the ones you get are spectacular. Yeah. All right. So that was number 7. Number 6 on my list is the Anatomy of a Witch Oracle. Cards for the body, mind, and spirit. And I think we can all use a deck like this during pandemic times. So I consider this to be a really high quality deck. Just open it up here. The guidebook is amazing, and I think the deck itself is a really unique concept with unique artwork, unique keywords. So the artwork is kind of a quirky style. It's got kind of an antique vibe to it, and these cards are something that you can use for meditation, for journeying, and also to broaden your knowledge about Wicca in general. If you're someone that's new to the craft, the book is very informative, and the cards are quite unexpected, some of them. So I think it's a really unique deck. Again, this is one that I have not used yet, so I can't comment on how it is to use it. However, I do like the concept of the deck, the artwork, and the guidebook, so I would highly recommend this. So that is the Anatomy of a Witch Oracle. All right, we're halfway through. So number 5 is the Celtic Goddess Oracle deck. So this one also has some gorgeous artwork. There's a lot of cards in this deck. You're definitely getting your money's worth. And the guidebook is amazing. So I'll just show you a few of the cards. So I had no idea there were so many goddesses, you know, in the Celtic culture. I love a deck that's very informative, as well as having beautiful artwork. So I love when you can explore and get to know something new. And in this case, you're going to learn a lot about the Celtic goddesses. So it's definitely a bonus. I love that when you can, you know, learn and expand your horizons. So well worth the money there. And this is the backing. So that's the Celtic Goddess Oracle. Next on my list is actually by a Canadian author. And since I'm Canadian, I had to put this on my list. And I was also very interested in this deck, regardless of the nationality of the author. It's the Wild Women Oracle. This is a very recent release, and I just had to have it, so I asked my local bookstore to order it for me. So yeah, the author is Cheyenne Zarate. And I won't give too much away, but it was inspired by the book Women Who Run with the Wolves, which I also have. So it's got a very feminist vibe to it. And this deck is used not really for divination, but more so for personal and spiritual growth. So I really like that. And the artwork on the cards is very unique. So it's got this kind of a grayish black border, really nice backings, and it's got like a copper border with black and white ink, or black and copper ink drawings. So it's quite unique like that. So I like that there's diversity of the ages that are depicted. So it's a very feminist deck, lots of females depicted in the cards in various cultures. Yeah, so that is the Wild Women Oracle. Okay, and moving on, we're almost there. Number 3 on my list is the Oracle of Portals. So this is what the box looks like. And one of the reasons I picked this is the artwork is amazing, and I have not seen this deck reviewed on other channels yet. So we'll have a look at the cards real quick here. So I will be doing a reveal of this deck on my channel, as well as many of the others that I'm showing you. This is just a quick sneak peek here. So here's the backing of the cards. So the backing of the cards is just gorgeous. And this is the beautiful artwork on the front. Cardstock quality is amazing. And one of the things I like about this deck is that you can meditate on the images and journey with them to go on a spiritual journey. You can also put the cards on your altar. It's more so the kind of deck that you would just draw one card a day and meditate on that image. So as you can see, it's just a gorgeous, beautiful deck. So stay tuned. I will be doing a reveal on my channel for many of these. And moving on now to the number 2 spot on my list. This was also a very recent release, and it's the Magical Botanical Oracle. It's by Maxine Miller and Christopher Penczak. And if you recognize the name Christopher Penczak, he's written a lot of amazing books on Wicca and witchcraft. So any book that he writes, well worth the money to invest in buying and reading. And we'll have a sneak peek at the cards. So this particular deck, the major attraction for me was the quality of the guidebook. I mean, look at the size of this guidebook. And it's chock full of information. So, not only are you getting an amazing guidebook, but the cards are quite unique. So if we have a look here, that's the backing. Have a look at some of the cards. So some are black with cream color. Others are cream with a black drawing. And then there's a little bit of color throughout. So I found these cards to be quite unique, and considering the quality of the guidebook that you're getting, I'm looking forward to using this definitely, and definitely had to put that on my top list for 2022. All right, so we are almost there. Now the number 1 spot, I actually did do a reveal of this on my channel, so you can go and have a look at the cards based on the reveal. But I will show you a little bit. If I can get this out of the box. Okay, here we go. It's very well packaged. It's got this beautiful hardcover book with gold edging. Magazine quality pages, and this is the smaller box within the bigger box. Just get that open. Okay, so it's got a slide out box, and it actually comes with some extras in the box, some stickers and whatnot. And look at the beautiful inside of the box. And the cards have gold edging. The guidebook is just a small little guidebook, but considering the quality of the cards, so here's the gilding on the side of the cards. There's the backing. Very nice gold foil on the backing. And I'll show you some of the images on the front. So I really like this because, you know, it doesn't have any wordings on the front of the images. So you can focus more so on the image that way. And I just love the artwork and, you know, the colors against the black background. It's just beautiful. So if you're someone that likes flowers or herbs and you would like to incorporate that in your use of tarot, I thought this is a deck that has something really unique to offer. And it definitely brings something to my collection that the other cards don't. So I have this in my #1 spot on my top 10 list. So let me know what you think, guys. If you have any of these decks, I'm always interested to hear how you find working with them. Stay tuned because there's more videos to come, and I may do another video on more decks that I would like to work with in 2023 going forward. Yeah, let me know if you would put these on your top 10 list. And as usual, have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. Hit subscribe, like, comment, share, and I will see you soon.